Hello, Eridos again, and we are doing yet another Digimon Digivolving review. And this one is arguably the best of the entire series, and this is the Agumon to Wargreymon. And as you can see, the figure is a nice looking Agumon. Looks almost exactly like he did in the show, except for like a little gap here behind his head. There's really no way of fixing that. There's that little gray and red piece on his butt. Again, this is supposed to transform. There's not really much to hide. And then, of course, he has this in his arm. But again, all for the sake of transformation. Now, for articulation, he has a little ball-jointed shoulder, but you can't get much out of it, at least in this form. He has a ball-jointed elbow, which allows for twisting. You can get a little articulation, but this little panel is supposed to just lock into the ball joint socket itself, so you can't get really much out of there. So, hips are again ball jointed. A lot of ball joints on this guy. Knees are hinged really nicely, and a nice ball joint in his foot. Nothing in the head, but that is due to transformation. Now, last video I forgot to do some comparisons, and, well, let's get Mega Kabuterimon here, and as you can see, a little shorter than Mega Kabuterimon in this mode. Kabuterimon was about the same size, so yeah, let's get this guy transformed, and we're going to start by splitting his head open, and yeah, there's the Wargreymon head inside. We twist these up a little stiff. Granted, this is a very old toy. We flip this horn out. We pop these out of their little nubs. There's a nub right there. And we shift them to the nubs right up here. Now for the lower torso, we twist this around, pop his butt in three pieces, making sure that his legs don't get in the way. Now we expose these little panels, we straighten his legs, and we peg the panels into the little hole right there, and just flip his feet around. Make sure those are nice and secure. Excuse me if this takes a little bit, but again, I'm doing this from behind a camera, and it's a little difficult to do that. Then we take this whole section and just fold it onto his crotch. Flip these back. We position these head pieces. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. We take this panel, there's a little peg there, and it goes into that hole right there, locking the entire assembly together. Okay, hang on a second. Yeah, you gotta make sure... Oh, I see what the problem is. I forgot. You're supposed to tab this into that slot right there, so it locks in place, and then the peg will go into the hole. Wait. Hang on. There we go. There, nice and secure in place. Now we take what was the elbows pads and snap them onto his shoulders. Take the claws, snap them. No, we don't snap them yet. Fold the arm out. As you can see, it's collapsed, and we fold it out like this and tab the claws in. Like so. Oh, my camera got a little knocked down there. Just let me adjust. And we pull the head back just a little to make sure that everything is in order. And we have Wargreymon fully transformed. And he is very, very nice looking. Pretty nice paint apps. We got nice red back there. Eyes are nicely painted. Not really needed to point that out in Agumon because it was just black. Nice red on the chest with some nice silver. Silver on the front piece here. Silver on the legs. Metallic blue plastic for the claws though. You can see there's a fist sculpted in there. Doesn't need accessories because he just needs those big ass claws. And let's go down the articulation here. As you can see, we got those ball joints. A little bit more movement, but not a whole lot. The elbows are have a lot more range now that they don't have that little piece trying to lock in place. There's also a nice twist there too. Legs, forward, a little hindered back due to this little skirt thing. Knees go just about 90 degrees and ball jointed feet. So all in all, that is a very nice figure. Now, let's take some comparisons here. Something close enough to the time this came out. I think I have Mega Class Tankor, which you can see about the size of a Mega Class Transformer. Let's try something a little bit more recent. Voyager, Megatron. So he's a little shorter than a Voyager. And I'll get that later. I just need to pull him out. There's Deluxe Class Inferno. Shorter than a Deluxe Class. So yeah, these things were pretty tall for their price point. Now, it is worth mentioning, these were re-released recently in the Digimon Spirits line, and if I recall, I think these plates down here, this plate, I think this plate right here, and the claws themselves were made out of die-cast metal. And something just off my hand there. And this is red, not blue, with actual painted details, because you can see there's molded detail in there for the rib. Whereas this is painted in red and white in the Digimon Spirits mode. I mean the Digimon Spirits release. And it's basically just the same figure with die-cast parts and a little different paint scheme. So would I recommend getting this figure? Well, that's kind of hard to say because getting the classic version, this version right here, is going to cost you a lot on eBay. I have not seen it for really cheap at all. Even more so for the Dark Wargreymon figure, which was just black and silver and red and supposed to be the evil version. And that was limited run and more expensive than this. Whereas the Digimon Spirit version, if you go to collector sites, it's just a little cheaper than what you'd find this guy 100% complete on eBay. So yeah, if you're gonna get the Digivolving Wargreymon, I say go with the Digimon Spirits version because honestly, as of this recording, it's just a little cheaper than trying to hunt down the vintage one. And not to mention that the asking price definitely reflects the quality. Whereas if you're going to pay for like 80-90 bucks for one of these things, I'd rather go for like the $70 or so you'd get for one with actual die-cast parts. Anyway, that is my Wargreymon review for the Digivolving line. 2 more to go after this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!